Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise. I thank you for being here with me. I have a great question from Libby. We love Libby over at Meister Tarot. She's wondering, I'll just read it because it's really funny. Will Donnie be given a tour? She's been calling him Drongo Donnie. Be given a tour of the cells, even if it's just for 20 minutes, when he presents himself. So, of course, this is for the Georgia indictments. But I want to also check out and see, like, how will that go for him? It didn't look very good at all with his weekly reading, but I didn't focus in just on this one thing. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, hold on. Let me swap out cameras and bring you over my table. Alrighty, so I decided to use Libby's wonderful little deck. It's well, it's not little. I think there's 89 cards. Excuse me. It's available on Etsy if you like. If you love, well, I do. I love it. I recommend it. But I'm going to go ahead and do 21 cards, which is probably way more to get, than I need to get the answer. But besides looking at, whether or not he'll be given a tour of the cells in Georgia at the Fulton County Courthouse, let's just look and see, like, how's this surrender deadline of August 25th? How's it going to go for him in Georgia? How will this go for him? Because I do believe he has to show up. I don't know that this is one of those things he can attend online, like his other arraignments have been. And I think, well, I got to focus in on this one, but I think there's something else going on in Florida too with the, classified documents case. So, but anyway, let's just focus into this one. So let me call my guides in for support. Let's help me line the cards up the right way. How is this going to go for him? Okay, right there. Well, I think he's going in. But let's see. Let me get the cards lined up here first. 3, 4. Okay. Ew. Is that the poop card? No. Libby, in your new deck, will there be a poop card? We need a poop card. Somebody needs to make I had an idea once to make but I just don't have the time. And I'm not an artist. Libby is. But we need a criminal oracle. An oracle just for criminals. But we're doing good with what we have, that's for sure. And this deck is just amazing. Okay, so there's a lot here. This is interesting. I think he's going to use it for grifting purposes, of course. But just opening up the reading, look at this. So I'm going to do it the way Libby does it, and then I'll do it my way. And let's see what you guys get too. Drop in comments, whatever you get, because we're all intuitive, and these are symbols. So he's going to go in. I believe he's going to go in, but he thinks that this is nothing, no big deal. He thinks he's really strong and all that, and then he can just get on his plane and go home. But his health is suffering, and there's some big... I think the aid that's coming to him is minimal, and this is like stroke out energy right here, blowing a head gasket. And I always remember Libby hearing something about a pop, she was tuned into him one day and heard this loud pop. So, yeah. Okay. So if I keep going this way, I'll just try that because I've never tried it before, and that I think that's the way Libby recommends. So there's added time. He thinks it's nothing, but there will be more time than he thinks, and it's going to take time for him to try and rebuild or repair. Actually, it's more like rebuilding. There's going to be time needed to rebuild himself and his health issue after whatever happens, because look at all this dark energy around him, and the whole world will see it. Holy moly. Oh, okay. This is a really painful loss for him somehow. I can't say, and I don't want to, but you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I got the Ten of Swords, the Death card, and the Tower. All three right next to each other. So, wow. So his future is a mess. He doesn't know what's up or down, where he's going. This is interesting to have the People card down here. In the future, the people and the country will balance. We'll go back to more of a balanced nature where we do believe in justice and equality. And astrologically, the nodes are the nodes of the moon are in the axis of Aries and Libra is all about justice, equality, and balance. And of course, Aries has to do with action and the movement towards something else other than what we've been in. Social media, maybe he'll use it to go out and greed afterwards because he's nothing but tied to dark forces. I mean, yeah, he still has his little divine spark in his body, but he didn't develop it this lifetime. Probably not last one either, being Mussolini. So he's all tied up, doesn't know which way to go. Do I go? Do I stay? I don't know where I am. This could be major. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at it with the knighting and doing the columns like I usually do, and sometimes the bookends. Okay, so, Lordy, I'm just going to save this for a minute. So, we covered the opening reading. Let's go with the four corners. So, regular old cartomancy rules. The people are in a place of more positive energy coming together in the future, and especially over time. I'll just go ahead and do this all the way around. In the future, over time. But there are still some that are going to be, the Trump camp only, right? Yeah. So there's that. Now, let's look at this 9 box here. So after he goes in, I do believe he'll be going in, he's going to try to just take off and act like it was nothing. And then he'll go on social media and, of course, try to grift. But what's really happening when he does that is it's going to create even more health issues for him. He thinks his strength is on his social media platform, but the truth is that it's just full of all this dark energy, and it's going to end. That'll be a really shocking. Let's leave the health aspect out of it and just look at this diagonal here and then up to here. So he thinks it's something small, but there's a tremendous amount of dark energy online. It might be a shocking, situation that comes through because some people are, tied up in the dark energy and the evil energy over here. They don't really know the right way to go, of course. And He is the sower. I mean, look at this, these cards hiding together. He does like to sow chaos. And yeah, so this is interesting. I can feel it like there's a heaviness on my heart solar plexus area. So I do think it's a health issue, you guys. Wow. Goodness. The evil energy knights appear to the plus sign. So it's what he does is he's going to add to the evil energy. And the evil energy that he's surrounded by will, just glom onto him, because that's the way it works. Like attracts, right? It's a law of affinity. Like attracts like. So, okay. And then here we are with the health card and the evil energy card tied together. That's not good. Rest in peace, my goodness. So maybe our earth will be resting in peace after, this guy to go out and any of these other, I'm sorry, I'm going to be totally harsh with my judgment here, but of course we've been in this for years. What am I saying? Over a century. With climate change, with burning fossil fuels. For any person to be on a private jet and fly whenever they want, just put me in the plane. I'm going here, just by themselves. Now I understand if you're a president, you have to be protected and you have to, all of that. Yeah, I get it, but he's not a president anymore. He just thinks he still is, and he never got in legally. So I mean, I have major judgments on people that just go and all these so-called movie stars and whatever, corporate executives and big pharma dudes and all that. And that is just so unnecessary, especially nowadays when we can do everything online. I mean, my goodness. Okay, so I'll get off my little soapbox there. But for him, the country, we the people want justice. And we're tired of all this dark energy and Trump, going. But maybe there's another meaning here, another message here is that he's going to want to escape after going through that whole booking process. Oh my God. Wow. Because look at his future health, because of the greed and all the evil energy, not good. If I bookend some things together, he's in a place where there's added shock. And he thinks it's small, but his health, he might think he has more strength going overseas, I guess. But I think that just the DOJ, I think we would be able to go back and get him, or get him somehow. Not go back, but find him and get him. Especially with Jack Smith's connections, you would think, right? One would think. Let's see. Over time, we've got like present and future here, but over time, how is it possible for him to rebuild? So I think, I was focused in on him, how this just goes for him, but I do have the people, majority, and the country card coming in here, and justice and balance. So we are here. So over time, into the future, I think we're going to have to rebuild out of all this confused, chaotic energy that he has brought in. He's got Sun conjunct Uranus in Gemini, and his North Node right there. It's like he came in as this chaos agent. So, over time. And the dark energy will die down, and Mother Earth will rebalance herself, all of us on the planet. He has been an equal opportunity offender to the entire world. He just has. And maybe the best way to read this, I'll do this mirroring too as well, but I like this column here where there's health coming in after the dark energy of all the greed. But look at the greed and the plane card, together. And then Mother Earth, she's always the one that balances herself out no matter what. We're just along for the ride, literally. So it's interesting. It's like the health of the planet and climate change. That came in out of 89 cards. That came in. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so this row down here feels to me like with the people, we are, all over our country, we are still stuck, even because there are still so many people that are for him. He really does have his base. But the thing to remember with all of that is they're loud out there on the internet because they can join together that way, right? The evil energy in our country and the people that think that they're better than the rest of us, they're going to be and we're going to learn more about that too, because all these sentencings are coming out. We're seeing how many people received, like, who was that one person that got it? Was the eye patch dude, Stuart Rhodes, with the Oath Keepers. He got 18 and a half years. And then there was the other guy, Enrique Tarrio, I think is his last name. I don't know. He got I don't remember how many years, but he's not a happy camper. So anyway, but back to Trump. I do feel like we have a little bit of a lot of balancing out to do about that, about this, what it's going to invoke. This whole spread is more than just him. This has to do with his base and how they will be reacting to this booking. Yeah, and it doesn't look good. So we're going to have to double down in our prayers for peace. Just put peace. Just keep putting peace out there. And remember, it's always everything is an inside job. So the more peaceful we can stay, the more peace we can continue to, broadcast out from inside of ourselves. And we really are powerful that way. Yeah. And meanwhile, still lots of peaceful prayers for just not crazy rain, but, rain's always okay unless it's coming down as a torrential outpour. So let's keep sending our peaceful prayers out to Hurricane Hillary. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.